sponsor of Rockwall County Game Day. Shop the Rock and score game-changing savings on our all-American lineup of new Fords. Shop our entire inventory online at rockwallford.com or build your truck your way at preordermyf150.com.
Hello, and welcome to our little show that we do here at Rockwall Ford. We got a good show tonight. I'm excited about it. My name's Chris Pena. I am your host tonight for the show. We have a strong guest list in for the night. We will be talking with the three finalists for the Jet Williams Award, the Rockwall County Game Day Baseball Player of the Year. We will be deciding a winner soon enough. We will air that next week here live on the 24th, and we will find out who the Rockwall County Game Day Player of the Year is. The winner, of course, will receive this bad boy here, this trophy, the Jet Williams, the inaugural Jet Williams Award. This is just part of the trophy. If you caught the special broadcast that we had Monday, counting down the top 10 to the final three, that is going to have another piece to it. So that's going to be a cool-looking trophy. Also, the winner will receive this glove. Jared over at All Sports, this Jet Williams, this one-of-one custom glove. It says Jet Williams Award on it. You can't see it. It's got this really cool logo inside of it. And then the winner will actually have this. Jared will take it and add to it. He's going to have the winner's name and some other stuff put on it. So a cool little prize there. And then, of course, we'll be giving away $1,000, a scholarship to the winner. All three of the finalists will receive a very cool gift package, and they'll be in attendance. I believe I have two confirmed. I'm just waiting on Mike. I think he said he's good to go. But we will have the finalists here, and we will announce the winner at that time. Hey, guys, as always, if you have any audio issues or you have any problems hearing the broadcast or something's going on, please let me know. I'll try to fix it on my end. Again, we have a great show tonight. We have an interview that I taped with Rockwall Heath pitcher Landry Powell. He will I'll play that interview first tonight, and we sat down and talked about the award and kind of what it means to him and the work that he's put in this year. So we will talk. You guys will hear from Landry Powell, a little interview I did with him in about 10 minutes or so. After that, we will have Micah Micah Kendrick from Rockwall, the second baseman. He was one of our finalists as well. He will be in, and we will talk with him. We appreciate him coming in tonight. I know the Rockwall Yellow Jackets, they have team dinner around 4:45 or 5. He's going to come in around 5:30 and sit with us, and we're going to talk about this award as well. Then around 5:45 from North Forney, Landon Cochran, the junior who is our final finalist. He will be in, and again, we're going to talk about the award and just talk about his year that he had and to find out what he thinks about all of this Rockwall County Game Day Player of the Year Jet Williams Award stuff. Then at 6:15, 6:20 or so, I think I told them 6:20. If they come in a little earlier, we'll get them on a little earlier. We have a state champion. Rockwall Heath Jr., Dyson Wicker is the 6A state champion in pole vaulting. So if you remember, we put out a flyer. Thank you to the parents for getting that information out. But we put out some information about all the success that he's been having. So this will be our first chance to talk with Dyson and learn about his experience and just what an incredible accomplishment for Dyson. He wasn't the only state champion from the Rockwall County area. Of course, Claire Lowry, she what an incredible story, what an incredible career for her. Her third time at state, she gets a bronze, she gets silver, and she finishes off her career with a gold medal. And we'll try and catch up with her. They have the Powder Puff game going on tonight, and so she could not make it in, understandably so. So yeah, we've got a fun show ahead. At Wilkerson tonight at 7 o'clock, the Coach Brooks and the Rockwall Yellow Jackets, they're going to have their spring game going on. I think I saw that game will be streaming live. So if you don't have an opportunity to make it out there, you still can stream it and watch it online. So lots going on tonight, and we're going to talk back. If you missed the show on Monday and you did not catch who our top 10 were for the Rockwall County Game Day Baseball Player of the Year, let me just show you that real quick. This was let's see if I can pull it up. This was number 10 was Jake Overstreet from Rockwall. Number 9 was Preston Crow, North Forney High School. Number 8 was Emilio Luna from Rowlett High School. I did see a tweet about Emilio soon after we got done that he is committed to play baseball over at Eastfield College. So congratulations to Emilio on that. He's had a successful high school career, and he'll look to. I'm a big fan of JUCO, starting off in JUCO and having these kids start there and get some playing time and learn what it is to be a college baseball player. So I'm a big fan of that, and he's just down the road. So we'll look to keep up with him and see how everything turns out for him. Congrats, Emilio. Number 7 was Caleb Hoover, Rockwall Heath. He's done it at the plate. He's done it on the mound. He's a big part of Rockwall Heath, and congratulations to Caleb Hoover as the Hawks get set for round 3 of the playoffs tomorrow night. They will face Waco Midway. I believe they're on the road for Game 1. Then they'll come back to Forney for Game 2. And then I think Game 3, if it's needed, I think Jesuit. I'm not sure. Maybe I might have that mixed up with Rockwall. But congrats, Caleb Hoover. Number 6, this is an awesome story. I'm almost done editing. I sat down with Garrett over at Forney, and what a ride it's been for Mr. Hendricks and all the adversity that he's had to overcome, and to find himself in the top 10, quite an accomplishment and quite a career. He's certainly a player that will be playing college baseball. We'll be looking out for a commitment from Mr. Hendricks. As soon as I finish, I'm on a flight tomorrow. That's one of my projects that I'll be working on while I'm gone. I'm leaving tomorrow morning. I won't be back till Sunday, but look for that interview to come out hopefully by Sunday. So congrats to Mr. Hendricks. Number 5, this guy does it all. Braden Randall, shortstop for Rockwall. He is the Ole Miss commit, and this guy's big time. And of course, Rockwall, they're getting set for their third-round series versus Mansfield Lake Ridge. I think they'll play at Lake Ridge, then they'll come home for a game, and then it could be Jesuit. I'm sure I mixed up one of those two, where the third game will be played. Number 4, Mac Rose, catcher, first base there. He kind of can do it all. This guy's continuing to put up numbers despite battling through an injury, but you can't tell because the guy just produces, and well-deserved there at number 4. Number 3, of course, our finalists that'll be in tonight, Micah Kendrick from Rockwall, and then Landon Cochran, North Forney High School, the junior. And coming up shortly, our interview with Landry Powell is our final finalist. Again, this was a tough task, and it's sports, and anytime there's rankings, and anytime we're trying to decide on who is ranked higher than who, it's a tough deal, and it's always a debate in sports, no doubt. And you could you can make a case for a lot of these guys to be in the top 3. At the end of the day, just flat out, I did the best I could. It was a lot. I enjoyed every second of it, every minute of it. I think that the part that I probably didn't enjoy the most was the last 10 days, because that's when we had to really buckle down and figure out who the 3 finalists are. And I didn't enjoy that very much, because you could have, again, made a case for a lot of these guys to be in at the top 3. But also, there's room for error when you're looking at this many. We're talking about 7 teams. I don't know, what, 20, 25 kids on a roster. So you do the math. It's a lot to look at. It's a lot to keep up with, and you want to make sure that you're not missing anybody. I'll use this example. Landry Powell, I didn't even have him on the watch list, I don't think. I didn't even have him in the first ranking, maybe even the second ranking. And then it was like, oh, he's doing really, really well in a tough schedule. And so I caught on to it. What I didn't catch on to, and a mistake that I made, and I wanted to say this publicly, live, and put it on video and not just put out a tweet. Keller Lindemann. I mean, and not until I did an interview with Coach Rose last night that I released today did I realize that, he was like 8-0 heading into the playoffs, and his ERA was hovering right around 2, maybe just below it or something like that. That's a guy that deserved to be in the top 10. I'm not saying that none of these guys deserve to drop out. What I'm saying is that had I done a better job, I definitely would have made a case and looked for him to be in that top 10. Certainly, when you look at the pitchers that are in here with Landry Powell and Preston Crow, and then of course Caleb Hoover, he of course hitting and pitching. He's right there, and one of the top guys in this thing. And I missed it flat out, but I want to own that one and give a shout out to Keller and give him his props and his dues. Of course, I did a little interview with him and I released it, but that's not enough. I gotta own it, and I gotta pay for it, and I gotta try to make it up to him any way I can. So shout out to Keller on an outstanding season, and the job that he did in Game 3 of the last series for the Rockwall Yellow Jackets. So, all that being said, I guess what I need to do is get ready to move into the interview I did with Landry Powell earlier today. I recorded it. The pitcher for Rockwall Heath, the regular season, a .63 ERA, had 91 strikeouts, allowed 5 runs in like 55-plus innings. So, he was dominating, to say the least. What's crazy, and this speaks to the talent that is out here, especially if I'm looking at Rockwall and Rockwall Heath. Landry was on JV last year, and his junior, he was on JV, and that's how deep these pitching staffs are. That's what type of players that are out there for Rockwall and Heath, and I'm sure certainly that some of these other programs have some studs waiting, but wow, to have that arm be on JV junior year, and then he's just waiting and understanding what the coaches and the program is trying to do, and he gets his moment, and he took full advantage of that opportunity. Congratulations, Landry, on this year, and good luck to you in the playoffs. Okay, let's go ahead, and it's 5:14. I'm going to run into a quick break, and then I will play the Landry Powell interview. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Rockwall Ford is a proud sponsor of Rockwall County Game Day. Shop the rock and score game-changing savings on our all-American lineup of new Fords. Shop our entire inventory online at rockwallford.com or build your truck your way at preordermyf150.com.
I'm a one.
we are joined by Rockwall Heath pitcher Landry Powell, who is a finalist for the Jet Williams Award, a finalist for the Rockwall County Game Day Baseball Player of the Year. Landry, I got to tell you, before we get into some questions here, you've seen the list, the top 10, and it looks like you've been following this a little bit.
Oh yeah.
But you know a lot of the players at a lot of these schools that we're evaluating.
Mm-hmm.
What can you say about the amount of baseball talent that you're competing against?
There's talent everywhere, I think you just got to play. You just got to play true to you. You got to have confidence that you're out there, you're going to do your thing, just be you, pretty much. But there's talent everywhere. It's always competitive.
The whole ride this year, just the experience with the team.
Mm-hmm.
Forget about baseball. Just how much fun is this team? And I see a little bit of, with Clayton when we're doing these interviews, but just how much fun is it to be part of this team?
The dugout's always happy. We're always, pretty light in the dugout, but we're always serious watching the game, But last year, why not have fun? Go out there, compete, but, you're there to enjoy your last year. It's senior year, so make the best of it.
We mentioned the Jet Williams Award, and of course, this trophy here, and then this glove here. You've had a chance to look at it. I think it's pretty cool. It's pretty exciting to see a local player that gets drafted in the first round.
Right.
Jet, and you know him.
Mm-hmm.
But to give back like this, to help Rockwall County Game Day get back like this. How excited are you to be named a finalist for this award?
It means a lot, Speaking on what you said, I got to play with Jet, with all the pressure that he had, watching every day, just how he handled the adversity, all the eyes on him. It would be an honor.
When you talk about the team and you talk about, you guys take the game serious, but you have, you have your moments where you just kind of have each other and
Mm-hmm.
have some fun. How important is it to be a good teammate and to have chemistry in the dugout?
Baseball is a game of adversity. There's always ups and downs. It's like a roller coaster. There's adversity. It's a game of failure. So, you never want to see your teammates down. I think if you have bad mood in the dugout, it carries over. So you never want to see your teammates down, but you never want to affect the dugout and affect how other people play. It's always about playing the game with a smile on your face and just having fun and go out there and compete.
We're talking with Rockwall Heath pitcher Landry Powell, who this, of course, is a regular season award. You 9-0, an ERA of .63, 91 strikeouts. I want to ask you just another question about you saw Jet, how he carried himself.
Mm-hmm.
and how he treated the youngsters and the kids, and it's a big deal to be a Heath Hawk. How important is it to you to be a good role model in the community?
I think it's very important. You were there at one point, going to the high school games, watching how they approach the game, watching them be a good role model, setting a good example. So you never know who's watching you, so they just keep that in mind. Just try to set a good example.
What would it mean to you, Landry? And we kind of talked about the quality of players already.
Mm-hmm.
What would it mean to you to be the Rockwall County Game Day Baseball Player of the Year, knowing the amount of talent that's around you and even on your team?
Yeah. It would mean a lot, knowing, like I said, seeing Jet, how he handled the adversity, how he handled the pressure, all the eyes on him. It would mean a lot. I don't think I can put into words what it would mean. I've worked really hard, and I've known what I've been able to do in the past, so I'm just living in the present, just hoping to advance to the next round.
What's it like in the Heath Hawk program? You have to wait your turn.
Mm-hmm.
You've got a young man who's committed to Rice, and he doesn't pitch that often, and that's Coach is very upfront, and Coach Harvey, and he is just honest about with each player.
Yep.
But what's it like knowing that, hey, you're going to get your shot, and you have to make the most of that opportunity?
You saw last year I was on JV. I was always itching for an opportunity. Wednesday scrimmages last year, I had the ability to showcase what I could do potentially. Just this year, going out, staying true to myself, stay believing in myself, working hard. Your time will come eventually. It's just a matter of if you take it and run with it.
talk a little bit about the playoffs real quick. So you guys are into round 3.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you've had a really good start to this playoff run. You face a Waco Midway team, and you'll travel a little bit for this one. What's the mindset of the team, you know, and how excited are you guys ready to get started?
Well, we know the task at hand. We know there's a chance of going on to the next round, but we know the team that we're going to play is really, really, really good. So we're just going to play our brand of baseball. We're going to have fun. We're going to compete really hard, and we're there to win. So
the team dinners that you guys have like tonight on Wednesdays, how much do you look forward to that, you know, and just kind of getting away from the field and enjoying your friends?
You know, it's a chance to just kick back and relax. You know, those are your friends, that's your family. You've been with each other throughout high school, throughout the whole season. You know, I think it builds chemistry. I think it's just a good thing.
Let me ask you about the work that goes into getting to where you're at.
Mm-hmm.
You mentioned last year you were on JV. If there's kids out there, you know, and they're really putting pressure on themselves to get to that varsity level, what could you say to them?
You know, there's people everywhere. No matter who's watching, just go out there, be you. You know, your chance will come. Just keep working hard, put your head down and work, let other people talk about you, you know, just stay true to what you believe. You know, I've been just grateful having my mom and dad, you know, keeping me, you know, on the track, just keep my head down and work. You know, I think there's no substitute for hard work, really.
I want to ask you about one of your teammates, pitcher, Colin Adams.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he hasn't been the #1 starter, you know, all year, and then you go in the playoffs, and he's going to be the game 1 starter. At least to this point, that's how it's worked out. But what can you say about the job he's done, being thrust into that role?
Well, Colin handles pressure really well. You saw it last year too. Clutch situations, he always came up. So I think he just knows what he's there to do. You know, his time is going to come. Obviously, he's been playing in the field and hitting, so he's not missing out much with the play in the field at all. But you know, he likes to pitch, and he's always up for those situations.
Another one, Caleb Hoover,
Mm-hmm.
Who has to this point, you know, he would be the 3rd starter. Just the job he's done all year, and how much fun it's been to watch him as a junior.
Yeah, he's worked really hard, especially into his pitching. You know, his bat's always there. You know, you always see him at first playing a good glove, playing good defense, but he's stepped his pitching up. You know, he's got some off speed, he's got his command down. You know, he's getting comfortable on the mound, I can tell. But having Callie as a game 1, you know, having Caleb as a game 3 is a huge sigh of relief. You know, pitching is deep. We've said that all year, but having guys step up, you never know who it's going to be. But having guys step up, it's really big.
Last question about the bats. You guys are starting to pick it up at the right time.
Mm-hmm.
Colin Lyles, you know, starting to pick up.
Mm-hmm.
Other guys starting to pick up as well. Are you guys feel like you're the best team in the state if you hit?
I'm not going to say anything, but I will say we are very confident in our abilities. We've seen the work that we put in, day out of practice, all the hitting that we can do in the past. We've put into BP. You know, we're just ready to take it into every game. You know, we're confident in our abilities to do whatever. So we're all very excited.
Landry, I appreciate your time. You've earned this. I've kind of said it. I don't know if you watched the special broadcast on Monday, but I was worried about pitchers. Like, how are they going to get their shot in this? Because you have everyday hitters that are in the lineup, and we can see them every single day. But there was no doubt that the work you put in and what you did for Heath, especially the schedule that you guys play, and then this district, how tough it is. You've earned every bit of it. Congratulations! And
I really appreciate it.
Hopefully, good luck to you, and hopefully your name's called and be on this trophy.
I hope so too, but I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Good luck to you. Good luck this week.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Loud.
Rockwall Ford is a proud sponsor of Rockwall County Game Day. Shop the Rock and score game-changing savings on our all-American lineup of new Fords. Shop our entire inventory online at rockwallford.com or build your truck your way at preordermyf150.com.
I'm a one to one. I could never be you. Little me tools, no, I can't be fooled. Little me tools, no, I hate these dudes. I'm a one to one. I could never be you. Anything you could do, I could do better. I can do better than you. Anything you could do, I could do better. my first single, like, oh, he rap. You thought it was a drought, that's cap. I get the front and I get the back. Lil Uzi the facts, like that's a rack. Bought some new boots just to wear 'em out. Bought a new Beamer, I run it to the ground. I used to say nothing, I bet they hear me now. Handle my business, no need to hear me out. Talking too much, say less. If it's less than a check, say less. If you can say it best, say less. I'm taking all best, say less. Talking too much, say less. If it's less than a check, say less. If you can say it best, say less. I'm taking all best, say less. I'm a one-to-one, I could never be you. Little me tools, no I can't be fooled. Little me tools, no I hate these dudes. I'm a one-to-one, I could never be you. Anything you could do, I could do better. I can do better than you. Anything you could do, I could do better. I can do better than you. Yeah, I could never borrow from no man. How you talking ownership and no land? I got my roll on, now rolling.
One. Okay, we're back. We are live at Rockwall Ford. Got to thank Hudson Financial Group for being our presenting sponsor for the Jet Williams Award. Of course, the award will go to the Rockwall County Game Day Baseball Player of the Year, and one of those finalists is here with us now, Mr. Micah Kendrick from Rockwall. Micah, thanks for joining us. I appreciate you being here. I know you guys had team dinner, and first off, congratulations in person on being named a finalist. Certainly, you've earned it. There's so many guys on your squad that could have been in there, and certainly your guys' play has been very impressive. But congratulations.
Thank you. It's an honor.
So let's start off by this. You had team dinner, and
Yes,
you were telling me you had some Italian. So what did you fill up on?
A lot of tortellini.
A lot of tortellini.
That's my favorite dish.
That's your favorite dish. Do you do it like with a? Can you do that with like a white sauce or like a marinara sauce?
Like a marinara sauce, yes sir, with some chicken.
Oh
It's
yeah.
really
See,
good.
I'm kind of I like the white sauce. Sometimes I'm picky about a lot of food, but red sauce in general. Sometimes if it's too chunky, like or something like that, I don't enjoy it. But there are certainly some spots that I do enjoy a good marinara sauce. Spirits were high. I guess everybody got nice and full, and now are you going to go to the? Are you just going to relax tonight, or are you going to go over to the stadium?
I'm gonna go to the Powder Puff game after this.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Well, let's do this then, because I know that'll get started shortly. Let's go ahead and get you out of here, Micah. I wanted to just ask you a few questions before I go about that. You guys seemed very loose in practice yesterday in a good way.
Yes,
you guys were very focused, but there was definitely some bonding going on, and you guys look like you're in a good place heading into the playoffs. Just kind of if you can kind of elaborate on the mindset of the team heading into tomorrow.
Man, it's the same mindset we've had since the first day. When we got in off season. Coach Rose has primed us up. With mentality stuff. We read this leadership book in the fall. And
always nice to have a good book.
Yes, sir. And it's just doing what we've been doing. Playing baseball with your friends. I mean, can't get better.
The high level of talent that's on that team and the quality baseball players. I'm curious to know like how much that makes you play a little bit harder, just kind of pushes you. Is that something that, I know more drives you than that, but, is that something that pushes the team?
Oh, yeah. Yes, sir. Our Group 1 hitting, I mean, it's me, Reebok, Randall, and Rose. We have, like, competitions, like, in our BP. And so, I mean, we're competing constantly, and that makes us better.
Yeah.
I mean, the proof's in the pudding. I mean, we've won a lot of games, and it's because we're at practice and we're busting our tails. I'm not one to try to pick at a scab, but I think you guys probably learned a lot. What did you as a team? I know learn about Game 1 in that last series, yes, sir.
And then to refocus to go out and do what you did in Game 2, 3, which was impressive.
Yes, sir. We got punched in the mouth, but I mean, I guess you could say it wasn't our day. And I think that's what happened. But, we went home, You know, like Coach Rose says, you know, go get you some Taco Bell. You know, let it run out. You know, the day before, and
I like
go-
Coach Rose for that. I don't
Oh,
get to
yeah.
eat Taco Bell. My wife hates it.
But yeah, and come back the next day, you know, ready to go, and we came back those next 2 days, and we made it happen. We're still alive.
Yeah, no, it was great to see what you guys did in that game 3, and
Yes, sir.
yeah, it's always impressive. I love the facing, and Coach Rose said it in the interview yesterday. You know, you do it long enough, you're going to have those moments,
Mhm.
and it's how you respond,
Yes, sir.
and it says who you are as a team, and
Mhm.
you guys responded.
Oh yeah.
Let me ask you about this award and things like that. I know it's new. And you know we're doing our best to try to make sure that you know we do it the right way. But
Yes, sir.
you know, how excited are you to be named a finalist? You know, given the amount of talent that's around here in,
Yes,
in
sir.
all these schools, but to be to possibly be named the Rockwall County Game Day Baseball Player of the Year and receive an award and some cool prizes. How
Yes, sir.
cool? How excited are you about that?
Very excited. I got the chance to talk to Jet around about the first month I got here, and he was a great guy,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like he's welcoming, and I feel like that's what it's been since I've came to Rockwall. It's just been everybody's been so welcoming, and the hospitality's been there, and he has every right to be a guy, to be cocky or whatever, and man, he's not, and he's more than a baseball player, and if I'm up here and I can get a reward in his name, and that's what I try to be, is more than a baseball player.
Yeah,
Be a good person too.
and I love that. I love that because
sir.
it's sometimes if it was an older player,
Yes,
and
sir.
and people tend to respect that. But when you get someone that's closer to your age and peers,
Mhm.
sometimes people are like, you're one of us. Like
Yeah.
that doesn't mean anything. But
Yes, sir.
but you're right. I tell people that a lot about Jed, and
Yes, sir.
and it's just who he is incredible,
It
and
is.
it's almost incredible. It's as incredible as being a first round draft pick.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's amazing. You're spot on with that. You know, one of the qualities and one of the things that made Jet who he was how he was as a teammate. You
Yes,
know,
sir.
how important is it for you to make sure that you're playing the role as a good teammate, picking up
Yes, sir.
guys, and how important that is to see in a dugout.
Yes, sir. It's huge because there's two things I feel you can control when you take the baseball field, and it's how hard you play the game and how good of a teammate you can be. Because I mean, it's baseball, man.
Yeah.
You're not gonna have a great game all the time, but
100%.
if you can be a good teammate and you can play the game the right way, I mean that's something you can hold your hat on. I feel as an older guy on the team this year, I was more of a leadership role, and man, I mean, if you're not playing a good game, I mean, guys are looking at how you respond to stuff, and this next pitch, Coach Rose always says,
Yeah.
next pitch, have a bad bat. I'm at the front of the dugout, let's
Right.
go Mac,
Yeah. Yeah, I love that. I mean,
Yes, sir.
you've got to find a way, if it's not your day, your
Yes,
night, to make a positive impact.
Yes, sir.
And certainly being there to pick the guys up
Mhm.
and staying in the game because, hey, hitting's obviously a part of it, but
Yes,
they
sir.
need your head on the field because
Mhm.
you got to make plays defensively.
Yes, sir.
For your squad. So yeah, 100%. I love the answer. Kind of it kind of goes hand in hand with that, but being a role model, there's so many young kids
Uh-huh.
that want to be a Yellow Jacket and want to play for Rockwall because
Yes, sir.
it's a big deal. How important is it to make sure that you carry yourself in a way that you reflect a positive image?
It's the stage we're on, with the R on our hat, with the little kids that come out. I can remember being a little kid, the high school guys were bigger than life,
Yep.
I was if they were wearing their pants a certain way, I was doing that in my next game, and just like playing the game the right way, man. I'd love for a little kid to see me, play the game the right way, and he's like, man, that guy's out there playing hard.
It's crazy to think that you're a role model. Like,
sir.
you know what I mean? And
Yes,
then
sir.
people are looking up to you, and you're just at the high school level.
Mhm.
But it's kind of different around here, the high school level. There's a different level of baseball. But
Yes, sir.
yeah, people are always looking, and you never
sir.
know who's looking. Yeah, I think you're right. You just have to carry yourself the
Mhm.
right way.
Yes, sir.
I want to ask you also about we kind of touched on this a little bit, but being the baseball player of the year, it's a great individual award, right?
Yes, sir.
But and it'd mean a lot to you. But how do you share that with the team? How do you kind of like handle all that?
It's something I feel like I'm here because of my teammates, of course, but I don't think there's a guy on that team that just really is checking their stats. We're all we want to win a state championship, and
100%.
that's something Jet has.
Yep.
And it'd be really cool to win this award too, and it'd be really cool to have a state championship.
100%.
That's something. And so yeah, it would mean a lot. I mean, Jet's he's a guy got drafted. You have your name next to that award. You're doing something right.
Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah, especially, I mean, when I started this, I knew there was good players, at
Yes,
Heath,
sir.
obviously, and Rockwall. But then when you start branching out and there's surrounding areas, there's some
Yes,
solid baseball players all around, and so when you're competing against those, yeah, you're right. I mean,
Yes,
it'd
sir.
be amazing to see your name on that. Let me ask you something about TCU. So,
Yes, sir.
how much do you know, like Fort Worth? Are you from
Yes,
there
sir.
originally, or how did TCU come about?
They recruited me my sophomore summer. I'm from East Texas.
Okay.
About,
Whereabouts?
Jasper, an hour north of Beaumont.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right.
And yes, sir. They started watching me during the summer
Okay.
on my summer team, and man, I've grown up the Oma Frogs. That's what they were back then.
There you go. Yeah.
Yes, sir. And I loved watching them. Love purple, and I can't wait to be out there in Fort Worth playing.
Yeah. No, it's
Yes, sir.
I grew up in Fort Worth and
Awesome.
not far from Fort Worth, and I didn't go. I went to Texas Wesleyan, which is a small school down the road from
Yes, sir.
TCU, but that I grew up a Frog fan, and I'm,
Oh, yeah.
I'm a big Frog fan now, and so yeah, I wish y'all the best. And my just kind of off topic, and probably y'all don't even want to hear about this, but I've actually kind of talked about. My family's got a catering business, a food concession business,
Really?
and we've had a contract with TCU for like 25 plus years.
Wow.
So at all the baseball games, football games, everything, our product, our stuff's in there. So my
That's
sister. My sister who follows me, when she saw you were a TCU baseball commit, she was all excited. She was
Yes,
like,
sir.
"Sweet!" She was like, "Somebody from Rockwall's coming." So
Oh, yeah.
that's awesome, man. Your play on. If I'm going to pop up your graphic for everyone. What a year it's been regular season, and I know
Yes, sir.
you've got your eye on something else, and you aren't eyeing stats, but for us and the media world and the public, that's what we do. We look at stats, and you were certainly something special, and what you were able to do, the stolen bases and everything.
sir.
It was really good, and congratulations on
Thank you.
everything.
Yes, sir. It's an
Good
honor.
luck to you, to all the voters, and it'd be really cool to see your name on there. Obviously, very
Yes, sir.
worthy of it, and you're gonna be fun to watch the rest of the playoffs, and then of course when you take the next step to TCU. I'm
Yes, sir.
sad. I'll admit I made a commitment. I play a lot of golf competitively, and I made a commitment to be on a team. And we're traveling to Amarillo tomorrow morning. We come back Sunday. So when I text Coach Rose this morning, I said, best wishes, and I will see you in round 4.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So, hey, we're going to let him go. There's a lot of fun happening over at Wilkerson Stadium tonight. If you don't have anything going, it's a beautiful night. Head over there, and you can catch the Powder Puff, and then right after that, we'll catch some spring football with Coach Brooks and the Rockwall Yellow Jackets. So thank you again, Micah, for coming in.
Sir.
Congratulations on everything you've done to this point. Thank you to Hudson Financial Group for being our presenting sponsor for this. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to let Micah go, and when we come back, I believe Mr. Landon Cochran from North Forney. He just walked in. So yeah, we'll have him in just a moment. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back.
Rockwall Ford is a proud sponsor of Rockwall County Game Day. Shop the Rock and score game-changing savings on our all-American lineup of new Fords. Shop our entire inventory online at rockwall4.com or build your truck your way at preordermyf150.com.
I'm a one. I'm a one. I'm a 1 to 1. I could never be you. Low me twos, no, I can't be fooled. Low me twos, no, I hate these dudes. I'm a 1 to 1. I could never be you. Anything you could do, I could do better. I can do better than you. Anything you could do, I can do better. I can do better than you. Drop my first single, let go, he rap. You thought it was a drought, that's cap. I get the front and I get the back. Lil Uzi the facts, like that's a rack. Bought some new boots just to wear 'em out. Bought a too much, say less. If it's less than a check, say less. If you can say it best, say less. I'm taking all bets, say less. Talking too much, say less. If it's less than a check, say less. If you can say it best, say less. I'm taking all bets, say less. I'm a one-to-one, I could never be you. Little me tools, no I can't be fooled. Little me tools, no I hate these dudes. I'm a one-to-one, I could never be you. Anything you could do, I can do better. I can do better than you. Anything you could do, I can do better. I can do better than you. Yeah, I can never borrow from no man. How you talking ownership and no land? I got my roll on, now I'm rolling. I drive all my cars like they're stolen. You got on and put your homies out for ransom. I got on and put my homies on the program. Girls hit me in my DM tryna link up. I leave them on wreck and get a no jam. I'm a one-to-one, I could never be you. Little me tools, no I can't be fooled. I'm a one. I'm a one. I'm a one-to-one, I could never be you. Little me tools, no I can't be fooled. Little me tools, no I hate these dudes. I'm a one-to-one, I could never be you. Anything you could do, I can do better. I can do better than you. Anything you could do, I can do better. I can do better than you. Drop my first single like, oh he rap. You thought it was a drought, that's cap. I get the front and I get the back. Lil Uzi the facts like that's a rack. Bought some new boots just to wear 'em out. Bought a new Beamer, I run it to the ground. I used to say nothing, I bet they hear me now. Handle my business, no need to hear me out. Talking too much, say less. If it's less than a check, say less. If you can say it best, say less.
One, and we're back. We're live here at Rockwall Ford, and we of course are talking to the final one of the three finalists. The last one that we'll talk to for tonight, the junior from North Forney, Mr. Landon Cochran. Landon, thanks for joining us. Congratulations. Thanks for being here.
Sir, thank you.
Let's talk. Let's kind of just talk about the season before we get into some questions. You know, the year you guys have. You're moving up from 5A to 6A baseball, and not really sure what to expect from the North Forney Falcons, but I think everybody found out pretty quickly. You know what you guys had over there. How much fun was this year for you?
It was definitely experience. Just going in, we expect a lot of ourselves, and I expect a lot of my teammates. Coach Parks expected a lot of us, and I think we performed throughout the year. Had a couple big wins, beat the teams we were supposed to. So, all around, really good year.
The jump to 6A when you're heading into the season, was there any talk about it? Were you psyched, or were you just like, hey, it's just baseball?
Well, I mean, there was talk all around us, but going in, our team, especially Coach Parks, he told us, it's just game, just another baseball game, just another baseball, year. So,
Yeah, you just got. I mean, again, that's how I would think. I would, if I was a coach, I would think that would be the message. Just, hey, we're just playing baseball. Obviously, there's some good teams in your district, but I think whatever district you play in or wherever you go, there's always going to be a team up there that's really good, and that's you kind of want to measure yourself up against them and see where you are, and certainly competitive is putting it lightly. You guys were in the race to even grab that second spot in the district that last series. We're talking with Landon Cochran, the North Forney junior, who is a finalist for the Rockwall County Game Day Player of the Year. The winner will receive the inaugural Jet Williams Award, the trophy, and this cool glove here that thanks to Jared Hooks for hooking us up with this. This is really cool. This is a nice glove here. It's got Jet Williams Award on it. He came up with that cool logo. Mm-hmm. The winner will, once we are finished next Wednesday, we'll give it back to them because he's going to have it with their name put on it and all sorts of cool stuff. So this was really cool. And of course, we're going to give all the finalists a gift package, and then the winner will get a $1,000 check for a scholarship. Hey, it's gonna be a fun night next Wednesday for sure, and I'm really interested. I don't have a vote, so I'm really interested to see what they come up with over the weekend, and Monday is when they'll send me their votes. So, Landon, let's kind of jump into some questions as we're mentioning the award. First off, how excited are you to be named a finalist for something like this in its first year?
It's definitely very exciting for me. It feels like all my work put up to this year and throughout this off season this year, it feels like it's paying off. So just definitely thankful to at least be nominated. Just glad, and that's about it.
I mean, when you're a good hitter, to put it lightly, and you're somebody that teams are watching out for, how difficult is it preparation wise, or to stay in it mentally when you're not going to see many good pitches and you've got to contribute in other ways sometimes?
Just working counts. I go into the game thinking, I'm gonna work the count, and just take what I can get, if I'm not getting anything that day or that game, or even that series, just stay, mentally right to just hold myself accountable in this swinging my pitch.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, you got to find ways to contribute to the team, which kind of leads me into the next question. Jet was known to be, a phenomenal teammate, and he just never let emotions get to him, and he played baseball, and he picked guys up when he had to, and just went out there and kind of led by example. And so, how important is it to you to be a good teammate in that dugout?
It's super important, especially going into like a hard series like Rockwall and Heath, and one thing doesn't go right, they get down themselves. So always be that guy to just pick them up, tell them that there's going to be another AB for you, So just keeping the energy in the dugout also for them, because a lot of people, like especially me, thrive off energy. So whenever I'm giving it to my other teammates, and they start feeling that energy, I just feel like they play better.
Yeah, and you got to have that relationship with your teammates, right? To know, how to approach them and what works. But if you're just giving off that positive vibe and you understand, it's baseball. I mean, you're gonna have off nights. If you're, I think it's like if you in the major leagues, if you hit if you hit 300, that's
you're a superstar.
You're a superstar, right?
Yeah.
I mean, so and that's one of those things that I think you just have to have your mind right. You're I'm not going to say you're young. You're going to be going into your senior year, but you're a junior. Just your mindset. Where are you learning to be a little bit more mature and things like that?
Just learning from the older guys, especially in the program, and older guys I work out with. They've taught me a couple things throughout my high school year, from being a freshman to right now at this point. And going to my senior year, I'm gonna carry that with me, and all the advice that they gave me.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me ask you about being a role model, because there's kids that come out, and whether you're on the field or you're out in the community, how important is it to you to make sure that you understand to be a good role model?
It's very important. One game, it was after the Mesquite series. I had two kids walked up to me and asked for a baseball to be signed by me, and they said I was their favorite player. And especially like it was already setting in, like I'm a role model to a lot of kids, a lot of people, and especially in like the younger classes of our North Florida baseball team. But that day it really set in, like you're a role model. Everybody's eyes on you, especially little kids coming out to watch the baseball games. That could be game changer for them watching it, and you could be the one player who's like, oh yeah, I want to play baseball now. So just being that guide, just helping the younger kids out, even in the program, being a great role model for them too.
Yeah, no, 100%. I think that was one of the things that before I really got to know Jet, just stuck out to me, is how he embraced the moment and made sure that he gave time to the kids. He Jet talked about when he was young, all he wanted to do was be around those kids and be around the big kids, and his brother, RJ, and that was everything to him. And so now it's y'all's turn to give back. And so, just keeping that in mind, obviously you understand it, but yeah, it's a big deal to make sure that you carry yourself in a certain way. That way when they see Mr. Cochran go by, they're like, yeah, that's a good guy. I want to ask you finally, the list that's out, and I'm going to throw up some stats really quick for Mr. Cochran. He is a finalist for the Jet Williams Award that is presented by Hudson Financial Group. There's a lot of good players on that list, and there's a lot of good players around here, and y'all know each other. I mean, you and Micah, exchanged greetings before he left. How big of a deal, how much would it mean for you to win this award?
Well, this area of baseball, it's filled with players, and a bunch of them, out of all the high schools that we're in, a bunch of them I played with or played against, and so we're real tight. So I know, all these kids they're solid, and this district that we're in, and Forney and all them and Rowlett, they're all solid. They're all leaders of their districts. So it feels great being in that talk, especially knowing all the kids around, and a lot of talent.
Well, man, I appreciate your time. A heck of a year. It was fun. It was really, really fun to watch you play baseball, and how you went about it. And obviously, you're deserving to be in the top 3. And it was a tough task, keeping up with everything and trying to figure out. It's like, man, you're talking about the best of the best players. It's kind of hard to figure out who's who. And so, I think, to find yourself in this position is really cool. I look forward to seeing you next week. I look forward to seeing what the voters have to say. And, if the votes go your way, it's not going to shock me one bit at all. And it'd be really cool to see your name go on there. Landon, good luck to you. What do you got planned for the offseason? Last night you were already back at it, right?
Oh yeah, yes sir. Just working out, finishing school, getting ready for a long summer. So
who do you play with?
Texas Oilers.
Texas Oilers. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So what, y'all just started, or how does your season start?
Well, we just started our first practice. Not all the kids can make it out because some are still in playoffs.
Okay.
So, we just started our first practice yesterday, and it's going to continue just growing until it's it's an everyday thing in the summer. Nice.
Well, again, congratulations. I appreciate you being open to talking to us. I see you working out with Aldra at 7AR, but beyond that, I mean, before I even saw you up there, to see you on the field and how welcoming you and your teammates were. Before I let you go, the returning players, the teammates you got, how excited are you after this summer to see those guys again?
I'm very excited. We got a lot of talent coming up, and a lot of great guys along with that talent. So, I'm pumped. I'm pumped for the 2024 baseball year.
Yeah, you should be. Good luck to you. Have a good evening, and thanks a lot, and we'll see you next week. Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Don't go anywhere. We're gonna take a quick break, and then I'll come back, and I'm gonna fill some time here because I am early. That's shocking. I'm never early. I'm late to everything. I think I was late to my wedding. So we don't go anywhere. We will be right back. Thanks for your time, Landon Cochran, and we are.
Rockwall Ford is a proud sponsor of Rockwall County Game Day. Shop the Rock and score game-changing savings on our all-American lineup of new Fords. Shop our entire inventory online at rockwallford.com or build your truck your way at preordermyf150.com.
I'm a one. I could never be you. Low me tools, no, I can't be fooled. Low me tools, no, I hate these dudes. I'm a one. I could never be you. Anything you could do, I can do better. I can do better than you. Anything you could do, I can do better. I can do better than you. Drop my first single, let go, he rap. You thought it was a drought, that's cap. I get the front and I get the back. Lil Uzi the facts, like that's a rat. Bought some new boots just to wear 'em out. Bought a new Beamer, I run less. If it's less than a check, say less. If you can say it best, say less. I'm taking all best, say less. Talking too much, say less. If it's less than a check, say less. If you can say it best, say less. I'm taking all best, say less. I'm a one-to-one, I could never be you. Little me tools, no, I can't be fooled. Little me tools, no, I hate these dudes. I'm a one-to-one, I can never be you. Anything you could do, I could do better. I can do better than you. Anything you could do, I could do better. I can do better than you. Yeah, I could never borrow from no man. How you talking ownership and no land? I got my roll on, now I'm rolling. I drive all my cars like they're stolen. You got on and put your homies out for ransom. I got on and put my homies on the program. Girls hit me in my DM tryna link up. I leave them on wreck and get a no jam. I'm a one-to-one, I could never be you. Little me tools, no, I can't be fooled. I'm a one. I'm a one. I'm a one-to-one, I could never be you. Little me tools, no, I can't be fooled. Little me tools, no, I hate these dudes. I'm a one-to-one, I could never be you. Anything.
Okay, we're back. We are live here at Rockwall Ford. Chris Pena with Rockwall County Game Day, and we have a few minutes. I was early, like I just said. If you were tuning in the last segment with Landon Cochran from North Forney, I'm early. So Dyson Wicker, the Heath pole vaulter, the junior, the 6A state champion, will be joining us in a few minutes. But I do have some things, a few things to cover. So I'll fill that time with that. I appreciate you guys tuning in and all the support that you're showing us. A couple of things, couple of cool things. So I'd been mentioning probably over the last 4 or 5 weeks about something really big, something that's going to change Rockwall County Game Day massively. It's a big deal, and I'll be hiring. I already have the person ready to go, and I'm gonna introduce them on June 1. But I will finally spill the beans. I'm kind of I'll let every time somebody asks me, I kind of let it slip. So some people, it might start already being out there, but I will. It's being announced on Friday to some certain people, and then once they find out, I will go ahead and openly talk about it. It's going to be really exciting. So that announcement is coming soon. It's going to be a really I just can't stress it enough how big of a deal it is for Rockwall County Game Day. It's going to free me up to do a lot more. It's going to allow me to hire more cameras so that we're at more events, and we can give more coverage to these deserving student athletes out there. So look for that to come out. I'll probably get it out Friday evening. I'm leaving town tomorrow morning, and I'll be back Sunday. But I'll be free Friday afternoon, and I'll go ahead and release. I'm working on a video for them, the people that I'm doing this deal with, for them to share with their folks on Friday. And so then as soon as they do it, I'll go ahead and push it out as well. So look for that to come out. Also, if you didn't hear, Jackson Smith in Jigba, the first round pick to the Seattle Seahawks, he will be in town for a brief moment, and he is putting on a youth football camp that will be run by the Rockwall football coaches. Coach Brooks and his staff will run it, and it's going to be an opportunity for me to see Jackson for the first time since we did the award with him. Of course, during the football season, we have the Jackson Smith and Jigba Award that goes to the Rockwall County Game Day Football Player of the Year. Of course, Sam Mitchum, the running back from Roy City, was voted in by our panel of voters, and so he's going to have the opportunity to meet Jackson and take some photos with him, but before the camp or after. I'm still confirming time. And then also I've invited the other finalists, Lake Bennett, Will Nettles, excuse me, it just draw a blank. Britton Snyder, and then Heritage Christian Academy. It is Will Constable. Will have the opportunity to take a picture as well with his trophy. He's got a nice trophy as well, and the winner Sam, he got a $1,100 scholarship, but also this is we've done our best to raise as much money as we can for the booster clubs. Rockwall and Heath, of course, that's kind of where we started. We've donated. I think I was close to my estimate was close to about $7,000 since we've started 3 years ago, but to different booster clubs. But I just got it in, so I've got an official Seahawks helmet. It's one of their retro uniform helmets. I thought it was really cool. That's why I got it. So we're gonna have that signed. I also got 2 official NFL footballs that have the Seahawk logo on it. We're going to get those signed, and we are going to raffle those off and raise a lot of money hopefully for the Rockwall Yellow Jackets football program. If you have something that you want help with to raise some money, or if we can do anything for you guys, please let us know. I think there's an opportunity over at Dallas Christian for us to get maybe something signed with an NBA player and get that raffled off. See if we can't raise some money for them. So that's what we're about. We want to get some money into these programs and help with whatever scholarships we can. We want to just be part of the community. So make sure you send us a message and let us know. Also, some other big news. This is really cool, and this broke, and I released it probably an hour before showtime. In the past 11 months now, or whatever you want to call it, we had Jet Williams from Rockwall Heath drafted in the first round by the New York Mets. Fast forward to a few weeks ago, and we have Jackson Smith and Jigba, first round of the NFL draft. That's 2 players in a major draft back-to-back that are gone from this area. And then today, former Royce City student, pitcher, he also played football for the Bulldogs, Tyson Neighbors, was named to the collegiate USA team. So he is going to be on the USA team. He is considered and earned, and by everybody, the top closer in the nation. And congratulations, Tyson Neighbors, and the job he's done and the work that he's put in. This guy, obviously, everybody talks about health, but this guy continued on this path. You're going to see this guy pitching for a big league ball club one day. He's throwing, upper 90s. I think he hit 99. I could be missing the fact that he hit 100 at some point, but this guy is taking care of his body, and he's having a lot of fun. And there was a video that Kansas State, their media team, did that I put out on Facebook. You should go watch it and watch watch him get the news that he was on Team USA, but then also see the highlights of him pitching. It's incredible. To think about, you have a first-round MLB guy, then it's followed by a first-round NFL guy, and now you have a young man from Royce City just down the road who is now on Team USA. It's pretty ridiculous. It's pretty crazy to think about, but congratulations to Tyson Neighbors and his family. I know how proud his dad and his mom are, and certainly his brothers and sisters. I mean, it's just an incredible accomplishment, and he earned every moment of it. So, congratulations, Tyson Neighbors. We have, so we're good. So you guys can stop listening to me talk. Although I had some really good information out there. So remember, we got some raffle stuff that's going to be happening soon enough. The Jet Williams Award. Congratulations to all the finalists. They'll be in here next week. We're going to give that award away. We've got Tyson Neighbors, Team USA. Congratulations to him. Claire Lowry, state champion. Tonight over at Wilkerson, the Powder Puff game started probably half an hour ago. And then Coach Brooks and the Yellow Jackets, they're going to have their scrimmage, and I believe that's going to be streamed. So lots to do tonight if you want to get out. It's a beautiful night. We're going to take a break. Mr. Dyson is here, and we're gonna chat with a state champion, which is always fun to do. Thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate Rockwall Ford for everything they do for us and the sponsorship, and then of course our presenting sponsor for the Jet Williams Award, Hudson Financial Group. Thank you to you guys. Don't go anywhere. We have Rockwall Heath Track and Field, Mr. Dyson Wicker, pole vaulting junior, 6A state champion. We'll be right back.
Rockwall Ford is a proud sponsor of Rockwall County Game Day. Shop the Rock and score game-changing savings on our all-American lineup of new Fords. Shop our entire inventory online at rockwall4.com or build your truck your way at preordermyf150.com.
I'm a one. I'm a one. One. I'm a one to one. I could never be you. Little me tools, no, I can't be fooled. Little me tools, no, I hate these dudes. I'm a one to one. I could never be you. Anything you could do, I could do better. I can do better than you. Anything you could do, I could do better. I can do better than you. Drop my first single, let go, he rap. You thought it was a drought, that's cap. I get the front and I get the back. Lil Uzi the facts, like that's a rack. Bought some new boots just to wear 'em out. Bought a new Beamer, I run it to the ground. I used to say nothing, I bet they hear me now. Handle my business, no need to hear me out. Talking too much, say less. If it's less than the check, say less. If you can say it best, say less. I'm taking all best, say less. Talking too much, say less. If it's less than a check, say less. If you can say it best, say less. I'm taking all best, say less. I'm a one to one, I could never be you. Little me tools, no, I can't be fooled. Little me tools, no, I hate these dudes. I'm a one to one, I could never be you. Anything you could do, I could do better. I can do better than you. Anything you could do, I could do better. I can do better than you. Yeah, I could never borrow from no man. How you talking ownership and no land? I got my roll on, now I'm rolling. I drive on my cars like they're stolen. You got on and put your homies out for ransom. I got on and put my homies on the program. Girls hit me in my DM tryna link up. I leave them on wreck and get a no jam. I'm a one to one, I could never be you. Little me tools, no, I can't be fooled.
How you progress? Because
I'm a
I
one.
feel like it's a lot like
I'm a
tonight,
one.
a little bit, where you pick your level.
I'm a one to one, I could never be you. Little me tools, no, I can't be fooled. Little me tools, no, I hate these dudes. I'm a one to one, I could never be you. Anything you
One. All right, we are back. We are live. I think everybody just heard all that conversation because I didn't turn off my mics on that thing, so that's okay. So now everybody knows that I was that I knew nothing about pole vaulting, and now everybody confirms what they already knew. This segment brought to you by Tucker Roofing. Play like a champion. Thank you, John Tucker, for everything you do for us, for being a sponsor. We are when we talk about a champion, we're sitting next to one, the junior at Rockwall Heath, Mr. Dyson Wicker, 6A pole vaulting state champion. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah. So you didn't bring the medal?
I did not.
Oh,
My
man.
mom wanted me to.
I
but
know.
I did
Yeah, I
not.
know. Yeah, the medal. Hey, from now, yeah, we're gonna have you on again next year,
Yes, sir.
before season really gets going, and you can bring it up here, so
All right,
because I
perfect.
love to. That's the closest I'll ever get. So I want to make sure that I have an opportunity. Yeah, I don't know a lot about pole vaulting. It's funny. I was sent a message earlier this semester about you, and I put out a little graphic, about you, and I thought it was amazing. What you were doing, your accomplishments, and how high you were ranked and things like that. But the thing about rankings is, sometimes that doesn't matter because you still got to perform, right?
Very true.
Talk to me about your year and all the hard work that went into it.
Well, it's been some ups, it's been some downs for sure, but it's more just been consistent lately, and it's been going my way, and somehow managed to really pull it out when it mattered at 17 at state, and managed to take home the gold.
Well, when you walk into a meet like that, and obviously you have numbers, that you've jumped. Is it jumped or
Yes.
is it, okay? Yeah. So jumped. You know what you're capable of. You know what you're comfortable at. How did the state meet go for you? Were you being pushed, or is this something that was like, hey, that's right in my range, and here we go?
It was more of, I know that I've been to national competitions against some people that have destroyed me, honestly. Like, I didn't even have a chance going into it, so I knew I definitely had a good chance. So I just was going to give it my all, hope for the best, vault to the best of my ability, and
It
we'll
worked
go from
out.
there. Yes,
Yeah. There's indoor and there's outdoor.
Yes, sir.
The weather wasn't the best, and there was rain and
No.
things like that.
Yes.
How much? Obviously, it plays a factor, but was it a mind? Did it play with your mind at all? Were you just focused on the task at hand?
I was more focused on the task at hand at state. I'd say definitely at the other meets, it's a little bit hard to get over it, but at state, it just so happened it was raining the whole time. But if you really keep your mind to something, nothing else really matters other than going high, getting over that bar, and keeping it up on the pegs. So.
Yeah, I love it. You're. I'm not going to call you young. You're going to be going into your senior year, but you've had success early on
Yes,
in
sir.
this. And how are you? How are you? I'm always fascinated to know athletes that are competing at a high level. What makes it happen for you? How do you handle it mentally? The success and then being out there to push yourself to do more.
It's just a lot of experience. I'm very young. I was pushed by my sister, her friends, everybody, a lot of mentors, just pushing me to be the best I can be, and having to try and get to that level when I'm really not even comparable to them yet. I mean, just trying to get there was really what got my mental to the place it needed to be, because every time I cleared the bar, I just thought about how much I wanted the next one and the next one after that.
Yeah, you just gotta. A lot of great athletes say that. It's just about the journey, and there's just goals, and then there's more goals, and there's more goals.
Exactly.
There's not really a finish line for
No,
you.
sir.
Let's talk about the state meet. So, how many jumps did you do? How many vaults did you do?
I believe I took 11 jumps that day, 11 or 12, because I was clean. So clean means like you'd clear everything first attempt up until right at 16. Right at 16. So I cleared that one on my second attempt because I messed up on my first. 16.3 first attempt. Then when it got to 16.6, I missed my first. I missed my second. My third one, I got it, and that was definitely a big weight lifted on the shoulders. That's when I had that.
That's the pressure.
Yes, sir. That's when I had that outright win. So I just said, hey, we have nothing to lose. Let's go for the best we can. 17.
Okay, so you had already at 16.6, you had already solidified yourself as a
Yes,
gold
sir.
medalist, and then you're like, hey, let's just go for more.
Yes, sir.
It's big boost for later on, right?
Yes,
Because you can know where you need to be if you need it. You can
Exactly.
reach down in the tank. What was that jump like for you? I mean, if you can remember it.
It felt like about 1,000 pounds getting lifted off your shoulders. It felt very calming. After that, I mean, it was the calm after the storm.
Yeah.
It's just me out there on the runway. The crowd got going. I got the clap running down the runway. It was pretty crazy.
We were talking with Dyson Wicker, who is the junior at Rockwall Heath. He'll be going into senior year, but he is a pole vaulting 6A state champion, and it had to be an amazing feeling. It's an individual sport, obviously, but you're
Exactly.
part of a team. and all the hard work that everybody's put in, and Coach Contreras, all the support that you have. What's it like to be on this team?
The team is amazing. I mean, I've never met anybody I don't like on this team. Everybody supports each other. I mean, I went out to the track earlier to take pictures with the medal, and I couldn't even tell you everybody that came up and said, "Hey, Dyson, congrats." I mean, I don't even know half of them.
Right.
But just being a part of that team and them hyping you up at the meet, saying hi to you and everything. I mean, it's just surreal to be on a team that
Well,
great.
now you don't know it, but now you're going to be 10 times more famous because you're sitting on. No, there's. We'll see we'll see who watches this, but yeah, I mean, I love the way you speak. You handle it really well, and it sounds like your approach at the state meet was right on. Obviously, it panned out for you. What's the next goal? So, with athletes, there's no stopping. I'm sure you're continuing to go right back at it.
Yes, sir. So I believe in a week and a half we have a meet at Vanderbilt. So I'm really looking forward to trying to get 17 again as my first goal. And then after that, I'd really like to go for that 18-foot bar, continue to better the school record next year. I mean, there's so many goals I can't even think of them off the top of my head.
Well, I mean, that's what you need. Just make sure you write them all down so you can
Yes,
check them
sir.
off. I was gonna the school record. To all the athletes that come through, and of course, I don't know a lot about pole vaulting. I don't know how many pole vaulters have come through Rockwall Heath, but certainly, as a junior, you're the best to ever come through. Obviously, you have the medals to prove it, but for those that are coming into it, for those that are under you, the underclassmen, what are you trying to show them? What are you just trying to tell them so that they can keep pushing themselves? Competition is good for everyone, right? So if you have somebody on your heels, that's a good thing.
Yes, sir. I would just tell them never be discouraged by what other people are doing. Really focus on you. Because I had that problem very badly a few months ago, and it caused me to go into not a slump, but I wasn't doing the best I could because I was worried about what other people were doing and not bettering myself. And I would say that's a big part of it is about doing the best you can do, not trying to top what others are doing. I mean, of course, that helps to have some pressure
Sure.
on you, but I would say more focus on what you need to get done and what you need to better to get yourself to a higher level.
We're talking with Dyson Wicker, who is Rockwall Heath. He's a junior heading into his senior year. Of course, a 10-6A state champion in pole vaulting. I didn't get the medal, but I'm going to get near it at some point. I
Yes,
know. Just kind of finally, you're heading into your senior year, and that's the time for you to really leave your lasting mark. How much are you looking forward to getting back into school next year? I know for kids it's like, hey, I need a break. I'm ready for summer, but for you to compete and be around your teammates.
I'm ready to let it all hang out next year. I'm ready because next year there's nothing to lose. I mean, it's your last run. This year, this year's the year you got to get for college recruiting and all
Mhm.
that. Next year, after you're committed, there's nothing to lose. So I'm just ready to have no pressure. Just go out there, do the best I can do.
You don't have to tip your hat and tell me anybody, but are you committed anywhere?
No, sir.
Okay, yeah, but you definitely wish to keep going
Yes,
at the college level.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations, Dyson.
Thank you.
That's an amazing feat. Pole vaulting, I imagine, is a small group, and you guys stick together. Of course, there's the other one that I really heard of around here is neighbors, Jacelyn. And
Yes, sir.
she went to state, and she's of course an athlete herself. And I know that seeing you do that locally, I know that's pushing. So I mean, what you're doing, your legacy that you're leaving is really touching a ton of people. Just keep that in mind.
Yes, sir.
Keep that smile. Keep that same attitude you got, and you're already going to do amazing things. But good luck to you.
Thank you.
I appreciate you coming on. That's gonna do it for us. It's been a fun show. I can't tell you a better way to end it than talking with a state champion. So I appreciate his parents and family. Coach Contreras, he didn't want any of the spotlight today. He wanted to step away from the camera, but we'll talk to him again soon enough because football season's coming. everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. We will see you next week when we announce the winner for the Jet Williams Award awarded to the Rockwall County Game Day Baseball Player of the Year. It's going to be really interesting to see who the voters decide to win that. So please tune in next week. Everyone have a safe rest of the week, a safe weekend, safe travels if you're going anywhere. Good luck to Rockwall and Heath in round 3 of the playoffs, and we will see you guys on game day. Have a good night.